Welcome everyone to another episode of Nerdstrodamus. I'm Dr. Pants.
And I'm Lambo.
And for any Sega fans, it's a good time to have a mobile device. Because of the Sega Forever Initiative.
It's Sega's attempt at milking us millennials for everything that we're worth.
Except they're free. So for anyone not familiar with the Sega Forever Initiative, it's Sega taking their classic games like Sonic the Hedgehog, Altered Beast, Comic Zone, Phantasy Star 2, Kid Chameleon, and giving them to us on mobile devices.
Oh yeah.
So now they've turned their classics into mobile gaming.
Mobile gaming.
Hashtag mobile gaming. Now the thing is, they're free, but there are ads.
Lots of ads.
And you can pay $2 and get rid of the ads,
which is actually a pretty decent, thing. This is the kind of games that would have cost $40, $50 back in the day. And Nintendo is still charging roughly $7.99 for the equivalent on their
console. So it's nice to have these.
Indeed.
But what this brings up is an interesting point, because these are classic games from a console ported onto a mobile device.
Right, and it's definitely not the first time it's ever happened, believe me.
No, this is not an unusual thing.
No.
Classic console and PC games get ported onto mobile devices often, and today we're looking specifically at those ports and how they stack up and pretty much are they a good idea or not. And we're going to look at the pros and cons. So right away, one of the biggest pros, almost everyone's got something like this.
Your grandma's got it. Your great-grandma's got it, if she's still around. And she's gaming, believe it or not. Gaming has increased among all ages simply because it's accessible, it's inexpensive, and, the quality can be there,
It can. A lot of people have pumped a lot of money into mobile gaming. So when it comes to releasing ports of classic games, this is a great platform to do so because you're going to hit a lot more people than maybe if it's just a Sega Genesis thing.
Or putting something on the Wii shop.
Right.
Yeah.
So it allows people a wide range of access, and it's usually not just iOS. Usually iOS and Android both get it. Now there are some times where it's exclusive one way or the other.
And you're going to find a lot more of kind of like unofficial ports of things like that in the Android store. Just because Apple has a little bit more stringent rules about, copyright infringement. Copyright infringement. Sorry.
It's okay. The other thing is, the other great reason to have these ports on mobile devices is because you can now play it anywhere. So if you're on the train to work, or if you're in the carpool with everyone, or if you're waiting for that appointment, like whatever it is, you can boot up Sonic the Hedgehog and just play it while you're waiting. I did it yesterday while I was waiting in the car.
Yeah, now the only, issue I see there, of course, and we'll get to the cons later, of course, is, is it good? Is it good? Is it actually a good experience? Does it match what you remember? Does putting it on a system without buttons and that familiar control feel, does it actually recapture anything for you, or is it just a frustrating mess?
We're actually going to find out because I'm going to play some of those games a little later. But a couple other pros I have, the pay models.
Yeah.
Now, while some people will complain about it and they'll hate it, I actually think this is a pro because there's a couple of different models you can go with. You can pay up front, you can just pay a flat amount, and you've got the game.
Yeah, and that's what I'm most comfortable with. I like to not be kind of stiffed down the road just because I want to play this game,
I agree. And for most of the time, that's a good thing because it's typically cheap.
Yeah.
You're paying maybe $5 and most of the time at the most $10. Yeah. Unless you're Square Enix and you release all your games and they're like $15 to $20.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous, but whatever. Or it's the Sega Forever Initiative where it's free, but then you can pay money to get rid of the ads.
Yeah, and considering how many ads they throw in, it's mighty enticing, especially if you really have an on-the-go Genesis gaming fix.
Plus, it's only $2 per game, that's nothing.
That is nothing. And the only problem with that is games like that tend to make a little less money than maybe a freemium model or a pay-as-you-go model. Let's talk about those real quick.
Okay, so describe what freemium is.
Freemium is basically where the game is free, you can play all the way through, but then you kind of have to pay for faster access to things, pay for extra upgrades, maybe pay for some like cosmetic sort of upgrades and things like that.
Or extra lives.
Or extra lives.
A big example of this being like Candy Crush, where you can only play so much until those lives run out, and then you have to wait so much time for them to refill. Or you could pay to play more right now.
And that makes so much money because people just get impatient. $1 doesn't seem like that much when you're sitting there.
Exactly.
But $1 every week for a year can maybe make you spend obscene amounts of money on a game you'd never want to spend.
Right.
$50.
Now, mobile ports don't do this.
No.
I have yet to see a port of some console or PC game on mobile do that model.
I have to really think about it, but you're probably right, yeah.
Most of the time, it's pay up front or pay to get rid of the ads.
Yeah.
But again, most of them are cheap too, so it's not really a big deal because while you mentioned with Candy Crush, it's like $1 here or there. A lot of these mobile ports, it's like at most $5 and you're done. That's it then.
Yeah.
Again,
Final Fantasy though, I mean, they are mostly delivering pretty good experiences for the most part.
And they're hefty experiences too. I mean, you're looking at 40, 50-hour games.
And how much respect do they want even like the buying public to have for a $2 Final Fantasy game? It doesn't sound right, you know what I mean? It doesn't sound like these games that people spent their whole lives kind of like.
I'm gonna make one argument to this, and that is that these games are like $15 to $20 on iOS. I can download them off the PlayStation Network
In their original form, yeah.
for about 10.
Yeah, good call. No, you're right.
So if you could drop the price down to 10, I'd be a little more willing. Like 15, 20, that's a lot of money.
That might have something to do with the extra development time because a lot of them did change some things, and we'll talk about that in a second.
Right. Now, there's all kinds of games that are available on mobile that are ports also. So, I mean, we've got all the Sega games we mentioned.
Of course.
Porting those over, and then you've got things like Portal and Half-Life 2.
Which are interesting.
Now, you could buy a controller.
Yeah, but then you're kind of defeating the purpose of playing on your phone. You might as well bring your Switch with you.
Or 3DS,
yes,
or a Vita.
Or a Vita. Bring a Vita with you.
Yeah, bring a Vita.
Because you can actually play all of these games. That's one thing I'll throw Vita.
Yeah,
There's so much available to play.
Yeah, it's just no
man.
one plays it, though.
I know. It's too bad.
On the flip side to that, we have games that I think benefit.
Yeah.
Like Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah, I enjoy that game so much more on my iPad than I ever did on PC or on a console playing it. It just, I don't know, something about the experience, it just kind of matches up with the kind of, touch and go kind of activities.
Which the Final Fantasy games are along the same way. I think those kinds of games and strategy RPGs, like the Banner Saga, which if you haven't played Banner Saga, try it.
Oh yeah,
it's totally worth it. But RPGs, strategy RPGs, they lend themselves to touch and click, along with Double Fine games.
Oh yeah, the Double Fine games are all available. So Grim Fandango, there's lots of good stuff on there.
So those are all adventure point and click games from the heyday of PC adventure games.
Totally just works with the whole like touchscreen interface idea, right?
Right.
Who'da thunk? Because really those are the kind of games, and games like Baldur's Gate.
Oh, yeah,
games like actually they really should bring Fallout to it eventually as well. The original 2 Fallout games.
Yeah, Fallout 1 and 2 would benefit from being
because
on
they're
here.
the kind of games that are a tad archaic to play on your PC right now, but would totally benefit from the touchscreen interface, and it would make it pretty awesome.
It'd be a great way to update them.
I'd pay $10 for that. I'm saying it right now.
Didn't we?
I'd give you $10 for it, but that's
Yeah, but didn't the Fallout collection for PC cost like $10 for the first 3?
It did, and like while it's wonderful, and man, I gotta drag my old PC out and stuff. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. But I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, and then you've got the Grand Theft Auto series.
Yeah, which really is kind of hit and miss for being mobile.
Chinatown Wars
works amazing actually. If you're just playing on your phone, Chinatown Wars is a great game, great experience. And then you play something like 3 or Vice City, and it loses something.
It's not quite there.
It loses the precision. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's hard. It's hard to play.
That would be better with a controller, and I think the controllers were made for more experiences like that because that is a pretty hefty console experience.
Right, but the problem's still going to be then, like, why not just carry around a handheld gaming device?
Right?
Like, why bring the controller and that? Plus, it's going to drain the battery on your phone
Right on the same sort of thing, though. You wouldn't believe it. But racing games, like Need for Speed. Okay?
Oh.
You grab your hold of your device in the way I absolutely hate to play Mario Kart. It totally works. To play, are you okay?
That's how I play Mario Kart. That's me playing Mario Kart with the motion controls on, because I hate it.
For some reason, it totally works with an iPad or an iPhone. And I'm not sure exactly why. We kind of mentioned maybe it had something to do with like maybe force feedback.
It might
gyroscope.
It might be just a better gyroscope in it, but I think you made a good point when you said, well, the screen's there.
Yeah, and the whole screen kind of changes with you, and those micro movements feel a little bit more precise. So
which now makes me want to go home and play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on my Switch, like connected, like handheld, and see if I do better.
See if it does any better.
Yeah, but
yeah.
So there's a lot of games out there, but all the discussion about these different games really brings us to our con list. Then.
Yeah. And the biggest thing, of course,
controls. Because especially with the Sega Forever Initiative, you've got Sonic the Hedgehog, a game known for its speed and its precision platforming. And I hate to say it, but a touchscreen does not do so well with that.
No, especially a game that's so reliant on speed and accuracy back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really good at Sonic the Hedgehog. It's one of my favorite series of games, and I will blast through those games no problem. I'm having trouble playing it on my iPhone.
Yeah. I actually owned the game even years ago, like in just an older version on my iPhone, and it never quite felt. It was honestly the movement stick.
Yeah,
it's not the jump one. The jump one always kind of is there.
Yeah. The jumping's not the problem. It's the moving.
Yeah.
But that's where that game needs it the most, because you've got the spikes and the pits and whatnot. And I was doing okay until I got to the first boss fight in Sonic 1, and then I started to flounder. It was terrible.
I was only doing okay until I got to the first boss fight. Only okay. So.
Remember the Mega Man games that released on iOS that we played?
Yeah.
I can't play those.
Some of them are okay. A game like Mega Man 2 works a tad better, and then
even for Quick Man's level.
Yeah. But then a game like Mega Man X they re-released years ago, and I remember looking at it, and my brother had it, and it looked really good.
It looks
they
fantastic.
Smoothed out all the graphics.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
But then it's an auto shoot, constant runner kind of game. You know what I mean? And they kind of just changed what it was pretty much. Yeah. Look on your face. Oh. You're like, oh, it's disgusting.
I love Mega Man X. Don't ruin this game.
Yeah. So that's kind of an example of, I think, overcorrecting for the misgivings of
touchscreen controls.
Yeah.
On the flip side, though, you were saying like RPGs and stuff really benefit from it, and I totally agree. Especially like turn-based strategy RPGs like Banner Saga and Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah, games where like your time doesn't matter that much. You know, you can like put the game down, put it in sleep mode, come back a few rounds later, in the middle of something.
Right, and also like the controls are really intuitive to touchscreen, because the original Final Fantasy Tactics, you had to like move the cursor around, pick the square. Now I can just go bloop 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 bloop, tap what I need, and
totally works.
And it works great. So some ports are really really good, others not so much.
Yeah, you play a game like Final Fantasy VI, and just the graphics. They smooth them out. They look okay.
That's my next con.
Yeah.
When they update games.
They look okay, and then you just get to certain parts of the game, and it just did not translate well.
No, the graphics just something's wrong.
Yeah, they moved it too much into the future with like the 32-bit kind of look, but got rid of all the charm and detail of the 16-bit era.
So here's the thing. There's like a slider.
Yeah.
And over here's like the original graphics, and up here's where Final Fantasy VI got to on iOS. And they need to hit somewhere here.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, here is where if you played the Final Fantasy 1, 2, or 4 remake on the PSP, I think that's where that needs to...
That's exactly where they sit.
Yeah.
Honestly, that 4 remake just looks so good.
They smooth it out, but it doesn't look terrible. 6 looks terrible. It's like the Uncanny Valley. It's just they went...
Ooh.
Yeah. I know it's not the Uncanny Valley, but it's what it reminds me of. It's like they went too
It
far. And
hurts
it just...
your brain to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, but... So how do we feel about mobile ports?
We feel mixed. Ports that were originally made for consoles just sometimes don't get it right. And we should actually take a quick look at something.
Oh, what are we gonna take a look at?
Let's take a look at maybe a little bit of some Altered Beast.
Altered Beast. Okay.
I'm feeling like some Altered Beast.
All right. So we're gonna actually try this out. No, I
Right.
don't want notifications for this.
Sega. That's adorable.
Whoa.
Now here we have all the stuff. Yeah. So we can restore purchases if we had bought it before, because Altered Beast actually was on the iOS store before, and if you bought it, they're letting you get the ad-free version for free, maybe.
Maybe. I'm not paying money for it right
Nope.
now because I'll be perfectly honest. I actually don't like Altered Beast that much, but it was free, so.
Yeah, and we have some of these ugly things on the sides. See, I'm just, and they're trying to sell us weird stuff. Like we live in rural Pennsylvania, and there's no way I'm ever gonna get Uber. And
Let's get
there we go. I command you to
wise from your grave.
rescue my daughter. Punch that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm having a better time than I ever do, and I'm actually playing with a controller. Seriously. That guy always hits me.
Oh, I got the power up. Sweet.
Nice.
That
Then you
went-
get the power up, and then you lose your shirt.
So it's like the exact opposite of Ghosts and Goblins.
Or the exact like Xenoblade with the smooth body oil or whatever.
I gave that to Ricky.
So fantastic. Kick the crap out of
Oh
that
yeah, I
guy.
got another power up. Yeah,
Did
I'm
you
not.
or did you get hurt? I think you got.
I got the power up. I also got hurt. Oh man.
What's this guy?
I don't-
He looks like he wants to sell you Cheetos.
Come on, give me that. Yes!
Yes!
Yes! I am now the Altered Beast!
We're altered. What the heck? Get close again.
Hold on. Oh.
Wait.
Nope.
Oh, there it is. He seriously looks like the just his head.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of like the like underling to a Disney villain.
Yeah.
All right, boss.
I might actually beat this.
Yeah, you
boss.
might.
Oh no! I shouldn't.
Extra
Oh,
life jumped right back in.
I gotta say, it runs smooth.
Yeah, it does actually.
Crap. This is terrible.
Doesn't need any burst processing or anything like that. Oh,
Come on.
now is it easy to dodge those things?
No, it's not. But that's it's stupid.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's not easy to dodge them even with a controller.
Yeah, I'm not getting.
Brutal.
Game over. Game over. Couldn't even beat the first boss.
Wow.
Ugh.
All
All right,
Well,
let's see.
Sega. Welcome back, Dr. Pants.
Yeah, here.
Sega.
Sega. This is the guy who's working on Sonic Mania, by the way.
That's awesome.
So he handled the port of this for the Sega Forever Initiative.
Very exciting. Mega Drive.
See, I love how this is starting.
Yeah, I mean, we are.
Okay. I'm gonna go into save mode rather than starting where I left off.
Mm-hmm.
I like that you can play Sonic, Tails, or Knuckles.
I love you can see that giant ad on the side.
Oh yeah.
It's like half the screen. Sega. And then it kind of jumps into the old one.
Yeah.
Let's see how far we can actually get in here without getting into a...
You can start the first level. It'll be after that.
Cool. All right. You see these big, ugly buttons on the screen. Now, you're moving around way better than I was. What's your technique?
Oh. They even found the invincibility thing that was there.
Nice. Yeah, you're rocking this way better than I was. Wow.
I'm also better at Sonic than you are.
Yeah, you are. Oh my goodness. I am just impressed. You are like I've never seen anybody play Sonic the Hedgehog like it's insane. We should get some weird footage of you playing the
There's bonus levels from
bonus
Sonic
levels.
3.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, get it. Wow.
Got it.
Okay, see, I completely missed it on the
So, see, I can play this game. It's still not great.
No.
I'm gonna ruin this bonus stage. Though.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna ruin it.
I mean, they're hard to control anyway.
Yeah, because it's. I hate this. I hate everything. No.
I just realized there's hummingbirds in the background. I've never been able to actually stare at the background because I've been usually playing it.
Come on.
Why the weird hummingbird background? What's that? What that? They never came.
Yes! I actually got it! I got the Chaos Emerald!
Oh, wow.
Woo!
Score one for the Pantsmeister.
You want me to keep going?
Go for it.
I mean, that took me, what, like
30.
It took me like 30 seconds to get through the first level.
Yeah.
I even gotta continue.
Yeah, let's see if we can get to that first boss, actually.
Oh, hold on. It's the Final Fantasy 15 mobile game.
Mobile gaming.
No, let me just.
No, you have to drag the towers.
No, I don't.
Yes, you. No, you just have to wait.
No, there was an X at the top.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. See, it makes me drag the towers. But they force you to play a little bit of the game. It's part of the ad. We love you, Final Fantasy, but don't get weird on us.
Crap.
Wrong direction?
Yep, I got
Whoa!
it. I got it. Come on.
Come on.
This,
Oh, you made it under the wire.
we're good.
So where did I get stuck? This part right here. So even though there was this, wow.
Oh!
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Oh man. Oh man. It's all right. Okay, so moving down is like the bane of my existence, and there's a rock there. I don't know why I did that, but like having to do the crouch and then the spin dash is like what kills me in this version of this game. Hold on. There we go. I got this. This is no.
You're gonna miss it.
Ah, I missed it. Oh, I'm so mad. That's okay. That's okay.
Impressive though. You just got over the threshold.
I did. I'm not even trying to collect rings.
No.
I'm just trying to make it.
And see, that surprises me because I'm constantly trying to collect rings.
I could learn more about whatever this is, or I can just hit
Skip the ad.
skip the ad. Wow. After every level.
Yeah.
After every level, there's an ad. All right.
And that's the kind of thing that, like, I think younger people who just kind of grew up in that era are going to be more likely to just kind of deal with all the ads because it's just a part of their gaming experience.
Yeah.
Where, like, I don't know, if I buy the game, I just want to play the game. I don't want to be reminded constantly that I'm part of a capitalistic enterprise here that's just trying to take advantage.
Listen to you going all hippie.
I know. Listen to me.
Woo!
Whoa.
Woo!
Whoa. Okay.
Ha ha!
Here we are.
And now this is
This is the big to-do right here. Dr. Robotnik, not Eggman. Boop. Boop him again. Boop him again. Boop. Nice.
okay.
Wow. Okay, yeah, you actually do have a lot of control over this. I did not fare half as well.
Crap! I knew that was gonna
Pick
happen.
up a ring or two.
I got a couple. I got this.
Come on.
Oh, come on. I got that one ring.
How is EDF for PS4?
Jesse. Oh, Jesse, you ruined it! And this is the problem with mobile gaming! This is the problem with it!
You almost have to go to, like, put airplane mode on to play.
I don't have any rings.
You don't have any rings.
I don't have any
You're gonna
rings.
die. It's over for you.
Oh, come on. Are you serious?
Went right through it.
Why does this happen to me? Come on. I got this.
Mm-hmm.
I got this. I've also found that if your finger just goes a little too far to one side.
Oh, it just misses it completely.
Yeah, and
I will be rather impressed if you can do this.
with no rings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm just gonna take my time. Just gonna take my time.
Just do what you know will work. Yeah, you got it. Nice.
Yeah.
Screw you, Robotnik. Let all the little bunnies out.
So this has been Nerdstrodamus, and tell us about some of your favorite mobile ports of games on iPhone,
Yeah.
iPad,
Chrono
Android.
Trigger is probably really great.
World Ends With You, a lot of people love.
We keep hearing that as well, and that's surprising to me because the touchscreen experience of the original game was so important. I kind of curious how they handle it.
I didn't like it.
No?
I didn't like it. I know.
You're missing out on a great game, man.
I'm sorry.
World Ends With You.
But tell us what your favorites are. I highly recommend Sonic 1.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. You can see I'm having a blast with it, even though I think I said I hated it a couple times. But yeah, comment below. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And as always, you can find us everywhere. You can find us on Facebook at
Nerdstrodamus.
And you can find us on Instagram at
Nerdstrodamus.
And Twitter.
Nerdstrodamus DL.
Twitch.
Nerdstrodamus.
And we have a website.
www.nerdstrodamus.com.
And we're on Discord.
Nerdstrodamus.
Yeah, so find us wherever you can and keep checking back for all kinds of great stuff. And hey, watch us on your mobile devices.
It probably looks a little better.
Probably does. But for this episode of Nerdstrodamus, I'm Dr. Pants.
Lambo.
We'll see you next time.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, click subscribe. Also check below for the links to our Facebook page, Twitter, and blog. Check back often. We'll be posting new videos weekly.